ne može, onda izlaziš.
Ležni blok za mene, ja
Sad jeste. Onda ti, pa ako ne može, Ana ležni blok. Ana balet.
Evo.
Ovdje смотрим. И первое. Если сайд одно дело.
The Ukraine haven't had much success in women's basketball, really, for a long time. But there was a time when they were the best. And that was back in 1995 when the EuroBasket women was staged in Brno, the Czech Republic. That Ukraine team won the gold medal, beating Italy. In fact, that was the last time that both Ukraine and Italy finished on the podium in this competition. Well, that Ukraine team obviously had one of the great players in their history, Marina Tachenko, 17.3 points per game. Rolling back the years, she was terrific, and they beat Italy 77-66 in the gold medal game. And interestingly, they beat Russia 69-64 in the semifinal. Elena Baranova playing in that Russian team. Fast forward to 2013, and we've got a Montenegro team that used to play as part of Yugoslavia, the players did, and then Serbia, Montenegro, and now it's Montenegro. Serbia also playing in this tournament. And Jagapova with a strong move. Oh, I haven't really seen much of that in this tournament. Jagapova not finding any space, driving to the basket, incredibly athletic. It's interesting also that Jagapova is guarding Skerevich, the point guard. Maybe to try to disrupt her, and the pass inside Tebjevic to Perovanovic is picked off. Well, Ukraine know they need to win. And they'd love to win decisively. Lecheva works her way inside. Well, this is a different Ukraine team so far. Wonder how long Beletic will go with this. If his team gives up another basket without scoring, might call a timeout. Debjevic works her way inside. Ukraine failed to seal the baseline, and they paid the price. Debjevic, Jagapova again, and that's the bad part of Jagapova's game, really, just putting a little too much French pastry, trying to do too much. Dubravina drives into the teeth of that defense, gets the ball back and buries the jumper on the baseline. Ukraine did actually have a good start against Slovakia, but they weren't able to sustain it. They led after the first quarter, but fell away as the game progressed. DeForge over to an open Beletic. And Kurasova with the rebound, the behind-the-back pass to Dubravina. Jagapova passes back to Kurasova, who goes in for the layup. And Montenegro are looking like they're taking a few shots to the midsection right now. See Kurasova going in. Dubravina tries to get the steal. DeForge hands it off to Perovanovic. You can see with Alexic over there that not all of the shots that Montenegro have been taking have been to the midsection. She called an elbow. Nikova misses the long one. Perovanovic posting up. And Ogorodnikova picks up the foul. Quite possibly the most difficult name to say at this EuroBasket Women. Bounce pass, Perovanovic. Beletic crashes the boards and gets it back. And Yagapova fouls, and that's a disappointment for Ukraine there. Not so much the foul, but the fact that Beletic was able to come in and crash the boards like she did. Nobody put a body on her. The coach's daughter, Anna Beletic. One of the reasons why they struggled in their quarterfinal defeat to Turkey back in 2011 was that they lost Beletic to a knee injury right at the end of the second round. Kurasova doubled on the baseline out to Dubravina. Left open, off the rim. Now Kurasova goes up, and a foul is called into Forge, who walks away in angst. Oh, the big one in Beletic. She fouls Ogorodnikova. So Elena Ogorodnikova will go to the line for a couple of free throws. Her team still on top. And converts both opportunities. Beletic very active here early on both ends of the floor, and really looked ugly in that one. I think she's going to come out and be replaced by Milica Jovanovic. Kurasova up top, into the lane, and DeForge with the rebound. Now Scarovic in the open floor. I think it's actually an excellent move by the Ukraine coach to put Yagapova on Scarovic. She clearly has the quickness to stay with her, to try to limit her contributions with her passing and to be more disruptive. Look at her, trying to play deny. DeForge spins, gets into the lane. And DeForge just not getting on track with her shooting in this tournament. Lecheva, jumper, good. Shoots over Dubjevic. Here's another look at the big low post player popping outside. Perovanovic comes in and is fouled by Mircheva. So 3 team fouls now on Ukraine. Well, we've got our first time out here in the opening game in Vons on day 3. It's Monday. It's the EuroBasket Women. Coach Beledic trying to shake up his team a little bit. They started great yesterday against Turkey, but today it's been the other team that's had the positive start. And in fact, his daughter, Beledic, only played 2 games in 2011 before she suffered that injury, so that was a real blow for them. Well, really, it's a team, a Ukraine team that seems to have a certain sharpness, an awareness of how they want to play the game today. The execution is there. It looks like a team that has somehow managed to regroup after really 2 of the most abject performances that I've seen in a very long time. This is a different Ukraine team. The key is, can they continue? Can they retain that concentration? And especially the players off the bench, are they going to be able to come in and contribute? Well, the coach is already telling a couple to get off the bench, including Zaritska, who's been very key for this team. So the free throws make it a 4-point game. Krosova for long range. Well, won't say that was really in the flow of the offense, but she had it rim out. There's Skarevich, guarded by Yagapova, who Perivanovic picks and rolls, but then misses the shot. Perivanovic needs to do better. Here she is, Yagapova on the open floor, and dishes over to her teammate for the easy deuce. Dubravina called for holding DeForge. And Anna DeForge comes out, and Alexic checks in. Now this will be interesting for Montenegro as we look at a replay of Yagapova, who quite unselfish offensively, I think. You know, she's looking to make the pass. But, you know, what's interesting about Alexic is she's going to come in, and now Yagapova, terrific job of getting back and blocking that shot. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. But what I was going to say about Alexic is you watch a replay of that, is that she's quite tenacious defensively. See if she can spark them. Oh, that was a brick. Perivanovic. Ukraine on top by 6. Nice pick set by Ukraine. Kurasova looks inside, cross court to Yagapova. Right idea, but not the right direction. Dubjevic now, and they're going to call what looked to be a charge, but they've called a block on Dubravina. And the Ukraine coach can't believe it. She must have gotten in there too late. Well, that's a tough call on Dubravina. Kachube comes in, Dubravina comes out. This is the key for Ukraine right now. They've had the great start. Dubravina has played well at point guard. But now you got to start making substitutions. How is the bench, as Dubjevic takes her free throws, how is the bench going to impact this game? Kachube, I have to say she played very well yesterday in the 4th quarter for Ukraine, but didn't get as many minutes maybe as she could have down the stretch. Maybe she'll be a contributor this time. Oh, nice follow, and it's going to be free throws for Mercheva. First foul for Dubjevic. Perchinovic comes in for Perivanovic. Here's Yagapova again. Beautiful. She's playing a beautiful basketball game today, Yagapova. She's shown you why she was the FIBA Europe Young Player of the Year award winner. Boy, every single point matters in a game like this for Ukraine. They've got to take advantage of those free throws. The advantage now 5. Ivanovic over to Dubjevic. Into the lane, and she's bumped, they say, by Kurasova. Another substitution. Zaritska is in. How long will Dubravina remain out of the game? I think the first real test for Ukraine will be what happens. How do they respond if Montenegro do come back and take the lead? Will they kind of lose their composure, which is what has happened in this tournament for them? Yagapova up ahead. Well, it wasn't really a bad pass, but I think it was a tough pass to handle, if that makes sense. I don't think you can really blame Kochube for not coming down with that. Dubjevic. Alexic. Alexic coming off the bench and hitting the jump shot. Now it's back to a 1-point game. Alexic reaching. Look how hard she plays defense. Kochube. Finds, of course, Kurasova up top. Now, Yagapova into the lane, passes back to Micherva. Good motion, good hustle from Kochube. She gets that ball back. Kochube, into Kochube. 10 seconds to go. They find down low. A great offensive set from Ukraine. Kurasova. The composed play by Ukraine so far is shocking. I can't believe how well they're playing. Just unrecognizable from the first 2 games. And now Jovanovic's pass to Dubjevic just falls out of bounds, just goes out of bounds. It's a misread. As you look at the 16-year-old player in that Montenegro team there, Melina Bacic. It's incredible, isn't it? 16. Yagapova on the baseline, and ball goes over the backboard. Ukraine get it back. And the lead is now 19-14. Well, if Montenegro felt like they were going to come out here on cruise control and beat Ukraine, Ukraine are telling them they're going to have to fight. And look at that, a backcourt violation. Ukraine have taken Montenegro out of their game. They're out of sync. The longer that Ukraine can stay in the game like this, their confidence probably is going to grow. Kochube looks at the 3, but thinks better of it. Yagapova drives into the lane, loses control, but gets it back. Kochube tries to do too much there. Might have been better to pass it back out to Kurasova, who was open on the right wing. Kurasova with the foul, and Yagapova comes over for probably a short breather. I think they need her in there more than anything because she is so good defensively right now on Skerovic. See how Skerovic handles the offense now that Yagapova is not going to be paying attention to her. Kochube behind the back. Yeah, the reach, the steal, Skarevich, and Ukraine somehow get it back. Montenegro trying to pick it up defensively. Kursova puts up a three. That was not good. Instead of taking the steam out of it, she just threw up a kind of a wild three-pointer. Final 14 seconds. Look at Skarevich go to work. Goes right around Kochube. Alexic puts up the jumper, no good, and so not too much damage so far with Jagopova out of the game, but you can see in that last 15 seconds how much easier it is for Skarevich to operate with Jagopova not defending her. Well, there's the stats from the first quarter. Great shooting from Ukraine. Perfect 10 of 10 free throws for Montenegro at the line. Second quarter action. Montenegro playing with a little bit more urgency. Dubjevic steps back and hits the 12-foot jumper. Zaritska hits a cutting Kursova, but her pass just maybe a little bit too far ahead of her, and now Montenegro with a chance to take the lead. How long is Jagopova going to stay out of the game? I just think it's crucial. Although now he's got Matsko, who's been pretty tough in this tournament, guarding Skarevich. Number 6. And Zaritska fouls Dubjevic. Jovanovic over to Pervanovic right above the free throw now. Now Alexic. Oh, beautiful passing, and Montenegro have taken the lead. Beautifully designed play, executed to perfection. Zaritska for 3, good! Well, she hit a big one yesterday as Ukraine made a comeback against Slovakia. Dubjevic gets into the lane and is fouled by Zaritska. Well, as we saw in Sweden's win over Russia, fouling is not always a bad option. if you use your fouls wisely. They're going to give her 2 shots on that. Tie game. Dubievich with the 2 free throws, and Jagapova now comes in for Krosova. So again, how does the dynamic change with all these substitutions? Krosova can't play all 40 minutes. I think the coach had it spot on with his starting 5 today. But he's got to get his starters a breather. Matsko down the lane, over it goes, and Alexic got a hand on it, and it looks like Jagapova got a hand on it as well. That's the referee's call. Here we go, have another look. Oh yeah, right off her hands. Good defense from Jagapova, and almost came up with the steal. Boy, she has been a terror defensively. I mean, you would not want her guarding you right now. Well, they've decided, Ukraine, to not put Jagapova on Skerevich, which surprises me. So Dubravina is back in the game on Alexic, and they're going to keep Matsko on Skerevich to see how she does. And Ukraine really picking up a lot of fouls. First on Matsko, 3rd team foul already here in the 2nd quarter. Skerevich goes baseline. They whip it around the perimeter. They're looking for the open player. And now Beletic, and Beletic travels. Another look at the ball movement. Well, I suppose Ukraine would have settled for this position at the start of the game, 22-22 in the 2nd quarter. But just a little bit out of control there, Dubravina. Nobody was attacking the basket for Ukraine other than her. It was a little bit too much one-on-one. Beletic on the baseline. Good, and now Montenegro on top by 2. Zaritska for 3, off the back of the rim. And Matsko reaches in and fouls Skerevich. That was Dubravina kind of trying to do too much. Jagapova now back on Skerevich. Could be the coach is just changing things up to confuse Montenegro. Alexic for 3, and now Alexic, who had that big 3 against Slovakia. And Montenegro's opening day win comes out and hits another important shot. And Zaritska jumps in there and ties up Dubievich. The Ukraine coach has seen enough. He needs to talk about the game plan. his team trailing 27-22. Group A game, they have to win against Montenegro to have a chance of progressing at the EuroBasket Women.
Опять перестали мы играть в нападении. Опять начинаем решать все своим этим вот. Можно бросать, но когда есть съем. Когда есть съем. Это раз. Во-вторых, Оля, организуя нападение. Сыграйте четко сыграйте комбинацию. Четко. Мы начинаем срываться опять на индивидуальную игру. 4 человека в защите. Разговариваем. Вы можете меняться, но очень четкая, жесткая смена. То, что я говорил. Вот отсюда. Здесь стоит игра.
Tvoj igrač utrči pod koš da primiš loptu. I Ana, i ja pivot i gorila. Druga stvar. Još pritisak na loptu. Imamo 3 faula. Može da se pravi faul. Nemojte dođete u situaciju da šutiraju neometano. Ti možda napraviš faul, imaš samo jedan. Ajmo, djevojko. Pazite, daj mi rade to. Pazite, imaju od spoljnog igrača leđi blok za centar.
Idemo.
Spriječite to.
14 seconds to go.
Dubravina got it in just in the nick of time. Jagopova's three-pointer, her first attempt from the arc. It bounces off the rim and over the top of the backboard. Let it chance it over to Dubjevic. She just has a nose for scoring. Here she goes again, into the move. Oh, good hands. 2 on the shot clock, 1. Scarovic only catches a little bit of the twine. So turns it back over to Ukraine. So just that little extra effort defensively there calls the deflection. That's the key, I think, not only to just body up, but be aware of those passes that are zipping right past you. Zaritska stepped out of bounds, I think. Nope. Oh, the block. The block called on number 14, Olena Ogorodnikova. Alexic now handling the point guard duties. I think that's with Scarovic finding it difficult to operate against Jagopova. Perivanovic into the lane, almost dragged her foot. Alexic drives in, and good strong rebound from Kudasova, who looked up to Jagopova but decided not to, and went behind her back and almost lost the ball, but collected it. Dubravina. Bounce pass, Jagopova. Oh, I think she's got to go up with that. I think Jagopova was like 2 feet from the basket, and with her body, she can get that shot. And then Perivanovic fouls Kudasova. Scarovic will normally make this shot. Goodness me. Timeout on the floor. Montenegro leading at 27-22. Ukraine, a really important time in the game for them if they want to continue this upset bid.
Djevojke, dosta je dobra odbrana s tim što Škera igra sa ovim igračem koji je mnogo veći od nje. Razumijete? Pa morate da pomažete kad ona utrčava pod koš. To je jedna stvar. Druga stvar, Ana, kad imamo ovu situaciju da smo promašili i da je otvoren kontra, napravi faul.
Сразу вторая комбинация. Под кольцо Алина, Саша сюда. Зоя, выходишь, получаешь мяч, Алине передачу. Если же нет, переводим в другую сторону на Сашу.
Putting in some hard minutes now for her team. 6 points, 5 rebounds, both team highs for Ukraine.
reste 4 minutes et 30 secondes dans cette deuxième période. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Le Montenegro pour l'instant même.
Kursova's been around a long time, but she's only 27 years of age. She really has played in the EuroLeague women for a lot of years.
Allez les enfants, on y va. Allez, on tape.
You see the fouls, and the foul shooting has been a factor. Ukraine have put Montenegro on the line a lot, and they've converted. They've converted all 12 of their opportunities. 12 of 12. Yagapova backs up. Skarevich and goes up. Now that's interesting. That was a bit of a mismatch. I don't think Skarevich has any chance against Yagapova on the low blocks. Back to a three-point game. A coach always likes to see his team go out and score a basket right after timeout. Zaritska guards Dubjevic, who goes up strong. He's got a game-high 12 points. Now the pass up to Yagapova. And Yagapova with 6 points. A sense of urgency. The steely determination in the eyes of the Ukraine players right now. Skarevich got around Yagapova for the first time today, but missed the layup. And Dubjevic, she missed one she'd normally make. And Dubjevic travels. Skarevich takes a breather. Not really having the impact on the game today that she normally has in this tournament. Kurosova tries to get around Beletic and puts up the shot. And despite the contact, makes it. Back to a one-point game. Look at that. Great concentration. And the pass to DeForge, too hard to handle. Look at Kurosova diving for that ball. That is determination. That is what I call leadership. See if that rubs off on her teammates. There, look at that. It does rub off. And Dubrovina drives in. The spark. Kurosova hits the shot, then goes and dives for the loose ball. And it's really sparking her team. They are playing with fire. Dubjevic on the baseline against Zaritska. And tough rebound. It goes out of bounds off Perovanovic. And Alexic having words with the Serbian referee as she goes down the court. But all you can say is you can praise this Ukraine team for their concentration, for their determination. It's really a pleasure to watch this team play right now. Kurosova behind the back. And Zaritska throws it away. So opportunity goes begging. Zaritska fouls Dubjevic. Well, a minute and a half to go. Ukraine don't want to undo the good work that they've done to this point. Montenegro can score points fast and quick if you relax. And as we already know in this game, you don't want to put them on the free throw line where they're a perfect 12 of 12. Ivanovic comes out. Turchenovic is in with Jovanovic, Aleksic, Dubjevic, and Duforge for Montenegro. Dubravina. And second consecutive turnover for Ukraine. The pass, the right idea, but the pass was just over the head of Kurasova. Aleksic pops it out to the Forge, who spins, got Yagapova off her feet. Now Yagapova moves her feet, and travel called against Dubjevic. Well, the Forge is wearing a white stocking on her left leg. Makes you wonder if she's got some type of calf or shin injury. Maybe that's why she didn't play in that first game. Dubravina, bounce pass, and Ogonodrikova misses. And Dubjevic with the rebound, holds her side as she runs up the floor. Duforge drives in, unmolested, and misses the layup. Saw the same thing last night from Russia. They missed a lot of easy looks, and it came back to haunt them in the second half. Zaritskia for three. And now that creates a fast break for Montenegro, but they're going to hold it for one shot with a 1-point lead. 7, 6, 5. Aleksic over to Jovanovic. Steps back. Looks, puts up a long three, and good defense from Ukraine. They go to halftime trailing 31-30, trailing Montenegro. A job well done from Ukraine. Montenegro able to pick it up. Milka Bjelica hasn't played yet for Montenegro, so that's a card the coach can play.
Et pendant cette mi-temps, on va faire jouer les écoles, les vainqueurs du tournoi scolaire qui sont présents avec nous pendant cette mi-temps de rencontre. On va accueillir les écoles de l'Orléans, les écoles
Look at that 14 of 14 at the line for Montenegro. Boy, that is some precise shooting. But you've got to look at Ukraine, and they have really worked hard to get some good shots. 12 of 21 inside the arc. Those threes aren't falling for them. We're at halftime, and Dubjevic with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Her name's all over as the game leader for Montenegro. For Ukraine, it's Kurasova. And for me, the key also has been Yagapova's defense and steady play. Dubjevic again with the 14 points, leads along with Perovanovic, Kurasova and Yagapova leading the way for Ukraine. 31-30, Montenegro on top of Ukraine in Group A, EuroBasket women here in France.
Je vais demander de les applaudir bien fort, les 4 écoles qui nous ont fait le plaisir d'être là à l'occasion de cette mi-temps, qui ont participé bien sûr au tournoi scolaire organisé. Allez, je pense qu'on peut les applaudir bien fort, ces jeunes joueuses et joueurs. Ils vont bien sûr être récompensés avec des cadeaux de l'EuroBasket Women 2013.
#1 champion sound. That's how we about to get down. We're the hottest in the world right now. Just touchdown and running the sound. Bet they give me a jam. And I put the money in my hand right now. Better come over, we need more. See, we just sold out all the floors. See, take me on the island to go someday. Take me to your island to see. I really want to come here with you. Everybody wanna say you, babe. Reluctantly, most of this press don't with me. Instead, one said, tell me cool down, down. Don't act a fool now, now. Always act a fool, ow, ow. Ain't nothing new now, now. Be crazy, I know what you're thinking. Rapping, I know what you're drinking. Rap singer, Chamberlain, holla at the next chick soon as you're blinking. What's your persona? About this America. Rhyme, I'm in my shadow. Cause all my clothes are designer. Dress smart like a London bloke. Before this street gets stupid slow. And you thought he was cute before. Look at this free coat, tell me he's broke. And I know you ain't into all that. I heard you lyrics, I feel you spirit. But I still talk that cat.
Le temps prépare rejoindre en place pour la reprise de cette rencontre. Et le troisième carton du match dans quelques instants. On a entendu déjà des encouragements, il faudra venir plus de fois les enfants. Alors vous avez choisi d'encourager une équipe, on va voir si vous êtes vraiment prêts. Attention, si vous avez envie de soutenir les joueuses, vraiment il va falloir se lâcher dans le deuxième mi-temps, comme sur tout le monde. Don't be late to go back to your position. The second half is starting now.
20 минут тяжелой работы. Не смотрите, что самое главное, повторяю, самое главное не дать им разыграться в начале. Зарубить. Кровь из носа, зарубить их в самом начале. Не дать им разыграться. Очень жесткая защита. Вторая комбинация, еще раз. После передачи четвертого заходим вниз.
That group right there, they've come out swinging today, down 0-2 in this EuroBasket women, looking like they're ready for an early exit. Ukraine have come out and really given fits to Montenegro. They've thrown some punches. Obviously not really throwing punches, but they've really come out swinging, trailing only 31-30. They've got a chance going into this second half, if they keep their heads about them, to upset this great Montenegro team. We've seen flashes of the Montenegro that we saw in 2011, and that's a very experienced starting five on the floor for Montenegro here in the second half. But Ukraine, very early on, sent a message that you're not going to have your way against us today, Montenegro, especially with Jagapova guarding Skerovic. And that's how she has started the second half. It's Kurisova guarding Jovanovic and Kucherova on Perovanovic. And the ball goes off the hands of Ukraine. No, it goes off the hands of Montenegro. They've missed a lot of layups. As a coach, all you can do is draw up the plays and get the good shots, but in the end, the players have to make the shots. We saw it happen with Russia last night. And there's Kurisova, and Ukraine go right back in front here at the start of the second half. Kurisova guarding Dubjevic, and Dubjevic just a little spin move and gets right around her. So all those low post moves, that's why Dubjevic is so good. I mean, she's got low post moves. She can put the ball on the floor and drive to the basket. She can step outside and hit jump shots. She's got a complete array of offensive arsenal, but so does that player right there, Jagapova. After a nightmarish first game, she picked it up and played a good half in her second game, and now she's really putting together quite a performance for Ukraine. She's not forcing things. She's playing within herself. Skerovic open to Dubjevic, and that's what happens. They were able to just free Skerovic just a little bit from the attention of Jagapova, and she was able to find Dubjevic for an open jump shot. Dubjevic has 18 points already. Three on the shot clock, and Dubravina puts up the layup, and because her first attempt didn't draw rim, it's a shot clock violation. The Ukraine coach out of your screen is upset because he felt like Dubravina could have made an entry pass before that. The Forge now out of the perimeter, Skerovic. And look at the pick. Jagapova is guarding Perovanovic. Now Jagapova gets into the lane. It's out to an open DeForge. And DeForge misses another jumper. And Dubravina trips Skerovic. Skerovic gets in the lane. Passes back outside to Baletic off the rim, and Dubravina, perhaps a little unfortunate not to get a foul called there on Dubjevic. Boy, Dubjevic just kind of rules the paint. Ukraine were double teaming Perovanovic that time. Dubovina comes out and Kochube re-enters the game. Forge inbounds to Skarevich, who goes baseline right around Machereva. And I think that's the problem that Ukraine have if Yagapova is not guarding Skarevich. She's so crafty, she can get away. And now Kurosova makes an ill-advised pass. It's picked off. And Montenegro have a chance to extend the lead to 5 or 6. Yagapova switches into the lane. Perovanovic puts it up and no good. And Skarevich chases down the rebound and steps out of bounds. That was the layup where she was going right down the lane, or right down the baseline. Perovanovic picks up the foul. Yagapova back to Kochube. Yagapova for three. Good! Oh, one of those three-pointers that just kind of takes your breath away, really. Look at that. Woo! Oh, baby. 37-37. 4 minutes in to the second half. DeForest drives in, finally gets something to go. Kochube backs up Perovanovic. Oh, she had that shot right where she wanted it. Just couldn't make it. Now Machereva again steps back. And this is another one. The hustle keeps it alive. And now Skarevich in the open floor. And Yagapova is going to pick her up. And Perovanovic is fouled by Kurosova. I don't think she's going to get free throws there. Kurosova checks out and is replaced. She's replaced by number 18, Katarina Dorogo-Pazova. Perovanovic comes out as well and is replaced by Tucenovic. So more of an enforcer type in there for Montenegro right now. Oh, look at Skarevich. And once again, I think Montenegro also doing a good job of switching things up and freeing Skarevich to get her some more opportunities. Skarevich now in Kochube's face. Kochube on the baseline and travels. Kochube's had a bad couple of trips down the floor. Coach telling her to shoot it. Well, the help defense was there for Ukraine that last trip down, but it just kind of escaped, and Skarevich took advantage. Entry pass to Turchenovich and fouled by Mercheva. Cracks starting to show in the Ukraine defense. And the coach is going to bring in Zaritskia. Olena Ogorodnikova takes a seat. Oof. 4 team fouls now on Ukraine. '19-year-old center. Kochubi goes right around and missed the layup. Oh, that's really going to frustrate a coach to see that. Dubjevic over to an open Beledic, and they're not missing their jumpers now. And Montenegro have opened up an 8-point advantage. Suddenly things not clicking for Ukraine. Seven points for Yakupova. Now the leading scorer of Ukraine.
Ничего страшного, забить надо. Все нормально, забить только осталось. Все правильно сыграли. Становимся зоной, помните, Алин, очень важно. Здесь мяч, давим, здесь закрываем сразу же зону. Последний игрок смотрит вот это все. Закрываем зону. Пятый все время ходит за мячом. Там, где мяч.
Svaki put organizovan napad. Evo sad smo odigrali
much more clinical. Well, this is the Jelena Dubjevic show. Look at that.
I lak koš. Samo neka ide lopta. Djevojke, dobro, dobro. Ajmo djevojke. Ajmo djevojke. Svi!
Ajde, ajde, ajde.
Ukraine have been in terms of the hacking department. Kochube. She gets around Skarevich. Back out to Zaritskia for three. Good! He's hit some three-pointers. Once again, scoring right out of the timeout. Ukraine in a 2-3 zone. Cross court to Skarevich. She goes right around yet again and misses the layup. So Ukraine dodge a bullet. Both teams missing layups. On the shot clock. Long way to go in this one, folks. It's a 5-point game, and Skarevich was trying to push the Ukraine player out of the lane and picks up her first foul. Katarina Dorogobetsova. Kulisova back in. And Dorogobetsova comes back out. And Yakupova for three. Good! Another three-pointer. And just like that, an 8-point deficit is down to 2. Turchenovich gets in there, the rebound. Zaritskia, not the player you want shooting that. The long baseball pass, and Yakupova just tried to do a little too much there. Scarovich, no look to the forge. Over to Dubjevic, the calming influence yet again of Jelena Dubjevic, and the emotion seen by Dubjevic tells the story. Dubjevic pops it back outside. Now, Kursova, over to Macheva for three. Off the rim. Now she was open. The Forge charges into Yagapova. Dubjevic passes up the three into the lane. The runner, no good. Yagapova looks up the floor. The pass to Zaricka. Wide open is Kuchebe, but fumbled the ball, and Scarovich commits the foul, her second. I think the coach has to stick with Kuchebe. She's struggling to finish at the end, but she's getting in positions to score. And you can see the frustration, but it's only a 4-point game.
Onda sljedeći prođe ovdje. Ovaj odavde dođe ovdje. Gledajte da produžite loptu ovdje, jer ovaj igra slobodan, a ne Ana na ovu stranu. Nego ovdje je opterećenje. Drugo, ne može preko posta na drugu stranu pa dva nova opterećenja.
Lithuania come into today 0-2, taking on unbeaten Belarus. And they're really giving them a hard time in Ternaz. And in this game, Ukraine 0-2 in the tournament. And they're really taking it to Montenegro, trailing by just 4 points. Both teams, in fact, Lithuania down by 4 and Ukraine down by 4. Your boys got a chance. You've got to fight until the end. That's what they're doing. Fast break points there. You see why Ukraine wouldn't get out of the fast break. Lucheva back to Zaricka. And Zaricka stepped out of bounds. Coach saying, why didn't you shoot it? You had the three. Scarovich may have taken a shot. She might have to come out of the game. And they have some blood there. I didn't see it. The game can get physical at times. Oh, she is bleeding big time. So this is not a good situation. Obviously, the health is the most pressing concern for Montenegro Scarovich, but it also illustrates how you have to be. Oh. Kuchebe was trying to free herself and raised her arm and must have caught her. But gosh, they're going to be the walking wounded. Alexis with the black eye now. Scarovich, she's got blood trickling down her nose. Alexis from the corner, good. Now the lead is ballooned back to 7. Kursova falls down. Don't know where she was going with the ball. Alexis over to Dubjevic, and Zaricka foolishly reaches in, fouls Dubjevic, and gives her a chance for a 3-point play. And just like that, a quick fire, 5 points and possibly 6 for Montenegro.
Remplacement et retour de Dubrovina.
So it is a 3-point play in Ukraine, having done so well now, or trailing. I thought it was 10 points. Well, they're changing the score, so it's 8 points. So it's 51-43. And Montenegro had a foul to burn, and they burn it. Got another one to burn as well. They're not in the bonus yet. 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Miodrag Berlet is talking to the scorer's table. Yeah, I agree. Something's not quite right about the score. I thought it was 10, and then it was made 51-43.
Right, the score on the ball.
What do you think about that? I was right. It was 10 points all along. Just the scores were somehow out of kilter. Like somebody hit the wrong button. Ten seconds in the third quarter. Dubravina. The Montenegro defense, they let Mircheva go. Jovanovic gets the block. And Kurasova very nearly committed the foul. In fact, she looks at the forwards, and the forwards looks at her as if she got hacked, and no foul was called. So Ukraine almost got away with a terrible foul. Ukraine almost got hit with a terrible foul, rather. The lead is 10. Montenegro bloodied, but not beaten. Skervic getting attention on the bench. Montenegro doing the job on the boards, doing it at the free throw line. And Ukraine really not getting any opportunities at the charity stripe.
Ako ističe vrijeme, preuzmite, a neka centar preuzme beka, vi centar.
Slušaj, na 11, agresivno na vrh igrajte, srnu pomeš, igrajte. Ajde, 10 minuta.
Ajmo, djevojka, ajmo za Crnu Goru. Svi!
Well, all smiles on the bench for Montenegro, the loose feeling. So they feel like they've taken control of this game. The only person not smiling is Skervic. To be honest, it was just a little cut. Although it could be that she also is going to have some swelling. But a 16-6 run, as you can see, has really allowed them to take control. Still a quarter to go. Yagapova. Well, they're just not going away, are they? Alexic. Tadjevic. Jovanovic in the corner. Hasn't really been a factor offensively, but hits that jumper. Dubravina really having to work hard against Alexic. Yagapova thought about driving. Over to Dubravina for three. And the hustle from Mircheva, not enough. The ball goes back over to the Montenegrins. Lithuania leading Belarus, unbeaten Belarus. I'm sure if Ukraine knew that score, they might draw some inspiration from it. Jovanovic from the corner. Well, she's heating up. That's 2 in a row for her. One inside the arc and one shot from beyond it. Zaritsky's shot no good. And Kurosova dives for the ball, but no good. Alexic goes behind her back. And then Anna DeForge, and really Montenegro in their shooting rhythm. And just like that, the lead has grown to 15 points. Ukraine's hopes fading fast. They've got to regroup. The Montenegrins have finally found their shooting touch.
Девчонки, 8 минут, спокойно. То, что говорил, 8 минут, мы уже начинаем смотреть опять в сторону. 8 минут у нас. Поехали. Сейчас берем каждый своего, Лена, замена, поехали. Берем каждый своего от половины. Давим на мяч. У нас 0 фолов. Осталось 8 минут. 15 очков. Это все можно отработать.
Polako igramo napad.
Polako napad, druga stvar. Može napad dvojka, ako je čovjek dvojka. Razumijete? Ajmo dvojka. Next offense. Bravo djevojka, ajmo dvojka. Ajmo za Crnu Goru. Svi! Možeš.
Play resumes here. Just over 8 minutes to go for Montenegro and Ukraine, and Montenegro really seized control here at the start of the quarter. Entry pass. And Montenegro's defense is just playing much harder, much faster, much more determination. To be fair to Ukraine, I think it really has more to do with Montenegro upping their game rather than Ukraine making a load of mistakes. They've got to be able to match it. It's part of the process of growing into a good team. You know, you would expect Turkey to up their game against Montenegro as they did yesterday. And Montenegro have elevated theirs against Ukraine. And really that player, Dubjevic, for my money, in this group A, has been unstoppable. She has done pretty much anything that she has wanted to do. She may have struggled a little bit against Turkey, but in this game, she has been terrific, and she was obviously terrific in that first game. And that was an unsportsmanlike foul, so she's going to get 2 free throws, and they're going to retain possession. Both free throws in. What's going to have to happen on the defensive end for Ukraine, if they're going to get back into this now. It's really been a run, 72 run. Just cold cocked them. Martinovic goes to work and blocked by Yagapova. And we talk about the defense. I can find no fault in the play of Yagapova today. She has been terrific. I thought she was awful in the first game. And Macheva has just needlessly committed a foul against Turchinovic. Well, I think the words making a meal out of it spring to mind with Turchinovic on that one.
Два puta blok.
Tadjevic, and Tadjevic again has it taken away, this time from Kurasova, by Kurasova, who pulls up and pops it. Well, they're not going to go down without a fight, it seems. Back to a 15-point deficit. And what we're going to see is Turcinovic, who's still on a 19, come out of the game because of those last two sequences. Ivanovic, she makes up for it there. I think Ivanovic is still going to come in for it. Nikova misses the three, the scrap. And Kurasova. I'll tell you, you just simply cannot be unhappy with the performance of Ukraine today overall. The effort has been there. And I think really the displays, especially by Kurasova, has been quite inspirational, really. Olena Samburska has come into the game, number 5. See if she can come up with a Samburska of points. Yagapova for 3. Now 6 minutes to go. Samburska guarding DeForge. Ivanovic goes right down Broadway. She actually blew past Yagapova, and nobody stepped in. Somebody's got to step in and take the charge. Dubrovina. And the pass and the shot from Kurasova. They can't trade baskets.
Number 6, and number 4. And substitution from Great.
Forge has 2 fouls. We've seen flashes of DeForge where she has played like she played a couple years ago, but to be quite honest, she was almost dominant, the best way to say it, in Poland a couple of years ago, and she has not been really that influential for Montenegro yet. Timeout on the floor, 5:10 remaining, 17 points is the lead for Montenegro.
Utrči na centar. 1-2. Ne može izaći. Jasno? Onda gledaj, molim te. Još ne.
Нету выхода, поехали. Давай.
Seconds to go. 5 minutes 10.
Matsko, we haven't seen really much of her in the second half now. So she's come into the game, and it's just a tall order, down by 17 points for Ukraine, and cannot afford to turn the ball over at this stage. But they do. 18 turnovers now for Ukraine. Ball goes out of bounds. The foul on Dubrovina for reaching in. Jakopovic is going to come back into the contest. 5 fouls for Dubrovina. Did a good job running the show today, especially early on. Kulisova bumps Alexic. Now she has 4 fouls, so coach, I don't think, can afford to take her out. He's going to leave her in. And there's Scarovich. Hopefully she's okay. Samburska fell down. Alexic took the 3 and missed it. Jagapova. And the reach and the foul by Alexic. And Kulisova for 3, nope. Rebound to DeForge. And Montenegro get it across midcourt. So Turcinovic is in the game. Dubjevic, Jovanovic, DeForge, and Alexic. Less than 4 minutes to go. Of course, if Montenegro win this game, that pretty much seals the deal in this group. Turkey would finish first, Montenegro second, and Slovakia third. Unless Slovakia, I guess, were to beat Turkey and you ended up with a 3-way tie. So then you could have 3 2-1 teams. Jagapova in, banks it in. She's going to provide us maybe with a few more highlight reel plays. Jagapova. Before this is over. Matsko guarding Dubjevic. Dubjevic gets in. Oh, she forced that. And the question is, why foul the jump shooter? Third foul on Matsko. You got to play tough defense, but you also got to know when to pull back just a little bit. And when a team shoots free throws as well as Montenegro, 19 of 19, now 20 of 20, you don't want to put them on the free throw line. of 21. How is that for a stat? Jagapova. And the battle, and Ukraine get the ball back. And exploding to the basket is Jagapova, and she goes to the free throw line, but boy, it's really worth saying again. I mean, it's some really good shooting at the free throw line for this team. For this Montenegrin team, as Turkey watches. Montenegro were 11 of 12 from the line yesterday against Turkey. And you look at the contrast with the Ukraine free throw shooting. And in their opening game against the Slovak Republic, Montenegro were 25 of 30,
Стой на ногах, не надо фолить, стой на
83.3%.
ногах.
This is a team that can make free throws.
8 secondes, 8 seconds. La possession revient à l'Ukraine.
Ball goes back over to Ukraine here. 2:38 remaining. 17-point
Сашка,
game.
зацентри. Алина, смотри Сашу. Передача, срез. Передача, срез. Срез! Срез! Второй срез!
First over, right into the lane, unmolested. 15-point game. And the reach, almost a steal. And Djevjevic gets it back. But the foul means more free throws.
Ana, kako ga? Nemoj.
Well, Djevjevic has 27 points.
Алена, если свободная, можешь пройти, можешь бросать, играй, не бойся. Играй.
She has 27 points. She's 13 of 13 at the free throw line. Will she go to 15 of 15? Go! 14 of 14 at the line. Maybe she should offer to put on a free throw shooting clinic while here in beautiful Vaughan, France. Well, in fact, she is putting on a clinic for anybody who's watching. 15 of 15, 29 points. And first over's pass telegraphed and knocked out of bounds by Jovanovic. Well, Djevjevic comes out of the game. She has been terrific. Once again, she's definitely the MVP for Montenegro, I think, so far in this tournament. She hasn't missed a free throw. She was 8 of 8 coming into the game. So now she's 23 of 23 at the line. Unbelievable. Jovanovic, the ball scrapping away, and it's good to see Scarovich back out there. It's not a common sight to see her on the bench for Montenegro. The reach, and Samberska ties up Alexic.
Timeout, Montenegro.
Timeout, Montenegro.
Ana, ti izvodiš pas u podloš. Milica Jovanović, ti si ovdje. Ti si Škero ovdje, a ti si ovdje. Ako ona zadribla ovdje, razumiješ? Ako Škera zadribla ovdje, ti Milice dolaziš ovdje, a ti dolaziš ovdje kao osigurač mala, si čula? Drugo, Ana, ti ovuda protrčavam.
Пересекаем, а здесь вдвоем ловим игрока. На ногах. Чей будет мяч, сталкиваем влево или вправо. И сразу же помощь должна быть. Дальше. В атаке. Зоя, спокойно. Так что нормально. Детский сад, проход, смотри, сброс. Зоя, выбегаешь, ставишь заслон. Идет заслон, открываешься. Передача, проход, смотреть на сброс. Здесь мы ничего не сыграем, мы так не играли. Проход, сброс и на кольцо. Все, поехали. Украина.
Well, Ukraine want to finish strong. They played better than this 17-point deficit suggests. And Jakopovic cuts into the lane and is blocked by Jovanovic. So Montenegro continue their fine play here over the last 15 minutes of the contest. Well, really the last 18 minutes. Zaritskia pulls up the line, no good. And Ukraine's crashed the boards, but Alexic comes away with it. And Samberska reaches in and fouls Perovanovic. 23 of 23 at the line today. Nothing like pressure, Perovanovic. Can you keep that hot streak going? Perovanovic has made some free throws. She's 4-4 already. 5 of 5. What a clinic. Oh, yes! She's 6 of 6. And now they are 25 and 25. Oh, and a three-point play opportunity. I thought Yagapova was going to dunk it there for a second. He went going in for authority. Free throw good. 72-55. Well, nice to see Ukraine playing hard until the end. Skerevich catches that ball. Looks like she wants to take some of the steam out of the game. Zaritska and the defense causes the turnover. Yagapova up ahead to Matsko. So Montenegro caught napping. 72-56, 72-58. Skerevich. Lexic back outside to Beletic. And Zaritski with the rebound. Yagapova. 3-on-2. Pulls up to 3. Inside the rebound and the putback by number 8, Katerina Dorogobazova. On another steal, almost, and yeah, they get the turnover. So it's a 12-point game. Good. Nice little run here. Nice run here at the end of the game for Ukraine. It's going to be too little too late, but nevertheless, this is more respectable score-wise and probably something they deserve. Entry pass, Zaritska. And Samburska had Perovanovic beat and then just lost control of the ball. So that's probably how it's going to finish. Alexic elects to go all the way in. And I think Perovanovic's shot is no good. So the game is going to finish 72-60 in favor of Montenegro. They have clinched their place in the next round. Ukraine's bid for an upset falls short. But Turkey, Montenegro, and Slovakia will progress to the next stage from Group A. Delica didn't play for Montenegro today. How far can they go? That is the question. We saw them win 6 in a row in Poland. Got to the quarterfinals where they lost to Turkey. Now we've seen them start 2-1. Well, Ukraine, I have to say, they were really not very good the first 2 days, but today they were very good. But they just ran into a superior side, Montenegro. Hopefully they can build on this last game, keep that feel-good factor as they head into their club seasons, the players, and go back into qualifying for the EuroBasket Women 2015.
Ja sam imao kao Slovenova prošeta, onda je to, nije Slovenova. Već bi se osjetio.
Drag Beletic was talking about how it still hurts that they did have that quarterfinal exit in Poland. And you can see it hurts Ukraine not able to come out and make the impact on this tournament that they wanted to. Those are genuine tears by Samburska. Karavich signing autographs. The big issue with this team, I think, is depth. Montenegro, more than anything. Do they have enough players to get to the finish line? It's a long, hard tournament. Karavich took a blow to the nose and had to leave the game in the third quarter, but she re-entered after her team stopped the bleeding, literally. After her physio stopped the bleeding. So nice to see her come back and signing autographs for the fans. Montenegro 72-60. Folks, take a look at the free throws for Montenegro. That is just absolute perfection. I mean, that is going to win them basketball games. That's one of the reasons why they're a very tough team. You cannot afford to put them on the free throw line. Yevich was outstanding, 29 points, and of course 15 of 15 at the free throw line. Yagapova was terrific today for Ukraine. She finished with 21 points. Kurosova also probably the most inspirational player in the Ukraine side. She had 14 points. Ivanovic had the 10. He's the only other player. Those are the only other two players in double figures.
Стой на ногах. Давай.
Vedi, vedi